to see some special pictures of delicious food?
Yes.
Okay, let's start. After seeing this picture, can you guess what are we talking about today?
Cheese.
Yes, it's cheese. For many people, cheese means a delicious food and also an important ingredient, and also it can be made into a lot of creation. So today I will introduce the history of cheese, the process, and the common types of cheese you can see in our lives, and then is the conclusion. The history. In fact, no one knows who made the cheese first. However, the Arab story is widely circulated. Legend has 6,000 years ago, the cheese is accidentally appeared by this Arab. And one day when he was walking across the desert, he put the milk into his bag which made of lamb's stomach. And the runners in the bag decomposed the milk into the clot and the wheat. And then the cheese appeared. And next I will talking about the process. To make cheese, there are 7 steps to go through. First is to obtain the raw milk. Raw milk doesn't mean the milk you can see in the convenience store or supermarket. It means the milk hasn't been sterilized. So it needs to use pasteurizations to reduce the amount of microorganisms in the milk for nearly 45 seconds. And then is to preheat. To preheat the milk to control and destroy the enzymes in the milk. And the temperature needs to between 75 degrees Celsius and 120 degrees Celsius. And then is to use homogenizers to homogenize the fat in the milk, and it also can improve the quality of the milk. And then it's come to the second step. This step is also an important procedure, is acidified. To add acid for curd to make lactate, and it can control the productions of the bacteria and also affect the acidity in the milk. So the more lactic acid is added, the shorter time to get rid of the whey. And I will introduce the whey later. The third step is to separate the curd and the whey. The curd is the clump in the beginning, and the whey is the transparent liquid separated to the curd. And the more the curd separated, the less moisture is in the cheese. And the fourth is to add salt. Add salt, they have four small features. First is to prevent the cheese from spoiling like this, and second is to affect the taste of cheese. And third is to control the measure time of the cheese, and then is to replace the salt. Because some of the cheese are salty enough in this step, so the chef don't need to add a lot of salt in their dishes. And fifth is shaping. After the cheese is fished out, it needs to place on the glass basket or mold to let to wait for the cheese. And the time is depend on what kind of cheese you want to make. And the sixth step is cutting. You can choose a variety of knife. It depends on the taste of the cheese. And you can use scraper to cut hard cheese and use wire cutter to cut soft cheese. And the last procedure is ripening. It's also a magic to set up the flavor of the cheese. And ripening, you can do it anywhere you like. And the time is also from 30 days to several years. It depends on you. And then the cheese is done. And the third part is the common types of cheese. We love to eat cheese in our lives, but however, different kind of dish use different kind of cheese. So I will introduce the 4 kinds of cheese, simple cheese. First is soft cheese, second is semi-hard cheese, and then is the hard cheese, that is the very hard cheese. And the soft cheese, for example, mozzarella. It is originated in Italy and also called pasta violetta, it's Italian. because of it tastes stringy and squeezely. But the disadvantage is that the expiry date is very short. And the second is semi-hard cheese. For example, in metal cheese. In metal cheese is originated in Switzerland, and it often seen in cartoons like this. And why it had hole on it is because the master need to poke the hole on it to allow the bacteria enter into the cheese and during the maturation time. And the third is hard cheese, is cheddar. Cheddar is originated in England, and it is also a common type of cheese we can see in our lives. And what's special about cheddar is it tastes mellow and it can melt in your mouth soon. And compared to other cheese, the color is dark orange. And yes, last is very hard cheese. It's Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese is originated in Italy, same as the mozzarella. And this cheese can often see in the spaghetti or pizza. The chef often ground the cheese into the powder. And the special features is that the moisture content is very low, so it will taste a little bit salty. And then it's the conclusion. We like to eat cheese alive, but there are some points we need to notice. According to the research, there are 351 milligrams of sodium in one slice of cheese. Although we know that we can contain the protein, calcium, and vitamin in the cheese quickly, however, however, we may eat too much cheese. For example, for especially young people and growing children, they may have high blood pressure, and serious stroke problem. So if you are worried about eating too much cheese, 2 slices of cheese a day is okay, and to avoid excessive intake. That's all from me. Thank you.